All right.
All right.
This is what, 37? Yes.
Yes.
Damn, 37.
Hello and welcome to the Roundabout Podcast. This is episode 37. My name is Austin Suddeth, and with me I have Michael Levine, Hunter Brittle, and Tyler McClellan. Hello, gentlemen.
Greetings,
Hello.
viewers.
That was impressive.
Listeners.
Your voice started to crack and you cleared it without clearing your throat.
Well, I was
That
going to say,
I don't know if anybody else caught that. That was professional.
all that throat clearing beforehand, and he still just about got caught up, but he saved
said
it. Big
podcast.
save.
No, I am 34, and my voice has been cracking since before I was going through puberty, and I think it will crack until the day I die. So I have a lot of experience of trying to correct that from happening mid-talk.
Man's a pro.
He is absolute professional.
Well, let's calm down.
No, I will not be calm. That's not the vibe we want here. We want frantic, excited,
Yeah, none of those words were professional.
downright stirred up, if you will.
Absolute loco.
All right,
That
stirred up
about
That's a new
about
one.
sums up everything we do.
Right?
What are we doing today? I don't know. Let's figure it out. All right, let's go.
Well,
Yeah,
Go.
planning is not our strong suit, if we're
No.
honest.
at the first few episodes before we would start recording, somebody would say, "Does anybody have anything today?" That stopped about 7-8 episodes ago. Now we just start and hope somebody does have something.
We'll find something.
You bite your tongue. I asked that last week.
Oh, did you? Well, that's fair. That's fair.
You just don't listen to me is the problem.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm
That's
sorry,
part
what'd you
of
say?
it.
Exactly.
Well, how you boys doing?
So anybody have anything to talk about this week?
I was literally about to. Anyone have anything to talk about this
I
week?
don't actually. Florida's been a boring state this week, apparently. The number one headline is still the guy stealing $10,000 worth of trading cards and using taco seasoning. So I guess nothing's happened.
If anybody's going to hold on to the headline,
No
Feels
further development
deserved.
in the story?
Nope, all headlines still say the same. I mean, he got caught, so there's really I feel like that's the end of it.
Well, no, the sentencing, like, does he have to pay something? Like, he got caught, yes, but is he going to jail? Is he paying a fine? Is he, like, what's the continuation of the
Updates,
story?
Brittle.
Oh,
Updates.
gosh, updates.
tell
people.
us things.
Tell us things and stuff. Do it.
Is he happy about his decision? Like, there's more that could be
Is he
discovered.
proud of himself? Is his mother proud?
Let's see.
All
This
right,
one.
well, while he looks this up, I do have a small thing that I would like to bring forward. Is it summer?
No.
No.
Because
It's Florida.
I have three things, not including the weather, which at least here in North Carolina could be the fourth. I have three things that all point to the fact that it might already be summer early this year.
Okay.
I think the groundhog was wrong. So, item number one. The other day, I don't remember where I was even going. I think I was making a run to Lowe's. I was on the way home and I saw going down the road a jet ski.
Wait, what? Like,
Yes, that was exactly my thought until I quite literally, thankfully I was sitting at a red light, quite literally turned around to look over my shoulder at it again. This dude, and I will give him all the credit in the world, incredible engineering. This dude had a body kit for his motorcycle that looked like a 1980s jet ski.
that's awesome.
It was awesome. And it was a great day for it. I think he might have even had flip-flops on, which feels like a terrible idea on a motorcycle, but I feel like he did. But it was like 78 degrees because it's been really, really warm here lately. And like he might as well have been in board shorts and a tank top. I mean, it was just cruising down the highway. First glance, absolutely looked like a jet ski because like the body kit was low too. Like it covered the tires for the most part. So like you didn't even really see tires. It was really impressive.
There are body kits that make motorcycles convertible to jet skis. That is a thing.
Okay.
So it could have been that.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, you're saying like body kit that like, can he drive it in the water?
Absolutely. That is, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm telling you.
That is awesome. That is a Top Gear kind of bullshit
it's
right there.
very
Like,
Well, you know, amphibious cars have been around for like 70, 80 years, right?
Yes, but I didn't know they did it with motorcycles.
What would be that much of a difference?
I don't know. I just didn't think about it.
It's pretty much the same concept, just narrowed down.
I mean, to be honest, outside of Top Gear, I've never thought about making a car amphibious.
That's
It's not something that routinely goes through my head. The second point of fact I would like to put forward is the time change just happened this last weekend. That is miserable with 2 kids, by the way. Stupidest thing in the world. Don't understand why we still do it.
I agree.
I agree. Start writing letters to your congressman. Get that.
Please do.
Get that
Please
stupid
do.
thing outlawed. It's dumb. It's horrible. It makes me stay up till 3:00 in the morning.
Roundabout does not condone daylight savings time.
We do not support it.
No.
We're actively rooting against it.
Yep.
It has been something I have never liked, even whenever I was a child, and I never understood it. And the more I got older and the more it was explained to me, the more I hated it even more.
We're like one of the only people who do it too. Like that's like the Brits don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't think the Europeans do. They?
Yeah, the Brits do. It's just it's
different from ours.
at a different time than us. Like they don't do it for another 2 or 3 weeks, I think.
Ugh.
It's a pain. Yeah, they're like when nobody does it all and from what I understand, they hate it too. I think we should all just stick to standard time and call it a day.
Right? Like it's not that difficult.
I know Arizona has cut it away. Is there another state that has done away with it?
Sorry, individual
I think
states
there's 2 or
have gone
3.
away from it?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's certain states in the U.S. that don't do it.
Yeah, Arizona hasn't done daylight savings times for like 15 years.
Okay, so
Yeah, that was-
wait a minute.
So
now,
that was one of the best things about being on the NASCAR tour. The way the schedule worked out the last few years that I was on the road, we ended up in Arizona for daylight savings. So we're already in a different time zone. So you're kind of that jet lagged, but we didn't do the time change. And so there wasn't this like big adjustment period. Like you just came back home and now it was a different time. And it was so nice to like not have to worry about it, think about it. What time is it? It's just, it didn't change. It was so nice. That was the best thing about being on the road in NASCAR was when that lined up in the fall. It was awesome.
So if Arizona doesn't change time, but Utah directly to the north does, if you travel across the border, is it now an hour? If you travel south across the Utah-Arizona border, is it now an hour behind?
Correct.
I hate that.
It's basically like Arizona goes from, I think they go from mountain to Pacific time, basically. Like they just shift time zone effectively because everything changes around.
Right. It's changing state lines that would regularly be a time zone change, but instead of it being horizontal, it's vertical.
Yeah. Well, okay. I want to change my stance on this. I don't hate it because they're sticking it to the man. Good for New Mexico or Arizona. Good for Arizona.
What is New
Whatever
Mexico
that
having
state
with
is.
this given?
Whatever. Whatever. All those states don't matter anyway. Good for them for sticking it to father, quite literally sticking it to father time.
If you're a listener from New Mexico or Arizona, we apologize for brittle statements.
I don't. I don't. Your states are useless, and like we could. The United States of America could reasonably be 40 states, but because 50 has a nice ring to it, it's a nice. It makes the brain cells tingle a little bit when you think about 50 United States. That's what we've landed on. We could reasonably do like 40.
I know you are ex-military, and I know doctrine is drilled into you when you think 50 has a nice ring to it, but 40 doesn't.
I was gonna say I'm on board with 40. It's still a round number, right? Like,
Right?
It's not like it's like 37.
You know, like 70% of America is uninhabited, right? Why
Yeah.
don't we just knock it down to like 15?
Okay. I'm in favor of that. We don't have to
Why
be at
don't
50.
we just allow every state to become its own country? And then the more wealthy states can buy out the poorer states and we whittle it down that way. And then we're basically
capitalism. Got it.
well, and then it's like, but then we're basically just like the European Union, right? Like every state's their own country, and then we're good.
And then what we do is we organize an event every 4 years where the states compete in a a killing game where they each send 2 representatives, and whichever state wins gets funded more.
Okay, now you're just a hater.
Well, and maybe
Yeah, that was
every
not the where-
25
that was
years
not
we
the
do a
direction I was
special
going.
version of those games.
Right.
Your ideas are unoriginal and boring.
All right, I got to be honest. What movie is that? Is that Hunger
Hunger
Games?
That's the Hunger Games.
Never seen it, so I wasn't sure.
Your
Well, it was a
ideas
book
are
first.
unoriginal and poorly
Not read
acted.
it either.
You tell
All right.
me. I just would. I'll let you get back to your thing. You tell me one idea we've had on this podcast that was original.
Tubes.
No, didn't
We
y'all
didn't
spend a
have
whole
that.
podcast
Actually,
talking
no.
about how those
Yeah.
weren't original?
Yeah, you're right.
How
Actually, I
Futurama
wanna-
did them first.
Yeah. And then, yeah. So, no, that doesn't count.
So no, as we were. Okay.
As you were, Mike.
All right, so point of fact 3A.
Oh, right. We were on something else entirely.
Oh,
Yes,
an
is it something,
addendum.
right? Yeah. Well, no, it's just 2 parts of it's 2 parts of a part, right? So it's 3A.
Number next.
Yeah,
Isn't that what
it's
an
baseball
addendum
season.
is?
No, an addendum comes after everything and changes something that's already existing.
It's baseball light season. I wouldn't call this baseball season. Yes, spring training is
It's
in.
spring training. It's World Baseball Classic. We aren't that far away from opening day. And I would like to then, as evidence 3B, submit this in the Discord.
Well, before you start 3B, I feel
Evidence.
like your 3A works against you
Why?
because you said it's spring training, not summer training.
Yes,
Ooh.
but baseball is predominantly a summer sport. So it's just, baseball has
Right.
started.
The boys
We're-
are summer.
In spring
Yeah, the boys are summer.
training.
Boys are Zimmer.
No one will get that reference but me and you.
No, I mean, there's plenty of people who will understand Zimmer.
Yes.
He's a legendary coach.
Yeah, but
Don
the
Zimmer.
boys of Zimmer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I don't get it.
He tried.
Yeah.
I'll
Go
say
on.
the,
Bowl.
I'll say the quiet part out loud. I don't get it.
Go listen to a different podcast.
No.
No, he doesn't listen to our own. He's not going to listen to another one.
You can't make me.
Maybe he doesn't have time to listen to our own because he's listening to other ones. You don't know.
Maybe. Probably not.
You're right.
If
Yes,
the
I'm a
hot
busy
dogs
person.
actually looked like that, that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's
But you
let's
know
tee
they
this up
don't.
for non-viewers or non-people in the Discord, Michael.
Yeah, well, I was getting there, but then y'all sidetracked me, and then Austin just jumped straight in with both feet and didn't give me a chance to preview it. Item 3B.
Hold on. I was told we needed to be frantic.
Wait, yeah, what is that? I don't know.
That's what Brittle said.
Frantic
further
as in
Frantic. This
frantic as in I'm frantically trying to get through Michael's addendums.
No, they're apparently not addendums.
they're not. That's not how
They're just
addendums work.
subcategorized points of contention.
It is March 9th, and the word of the day is addendum.
Addendum. It's
Apparently,
a good word.
Can you
And point
spell
of fact,
can
because
you
I
spell
realized
that?
I said that a lot.
THAT.
I hate you.
He
I
got
hate
you
me too.
there,
You're not
buddy.
special.
You lose.
I win.
He got you with a double zinger.
I'm on one tonight. All right. Mets dog bowl. Go.
Finally, can I? Are you sure?
I'm not stopping you.
I
You
might.
have been. Evidence 3B. The New York Mets are introducing the Dog Bowl. For $20, fans can get 15 hot dogs stuffed in a Mets helmet. And I just felt like that was appropriate, A, because it is baseball season, and B, because we've been working through the double dogs and all its variants. And I just thought, man, that feels like summer. And just with all the other evidence, I think we've hit summer early this year.
I'm not going to lie. I already hate this
So
How can you hate this?
because that's an AI generated image.
It is, but
That's
the idea.
100% AI.
Okay.
And we know my stance on AI.
Yes.
Look at the hot dog, like specifically, and I know this is going to be bad for people who don't view the video.
If you want to see
part
what
of
we're
this.
talking about, go to YouTube. This will be on the YouTube. We'll put the picture up.
We might even share a clip on it on Instagram if you want to go to our Instagram. Point people to that.
Possibly.
The bottom middle dog looks like a toy. Like all the other
Which
ones,
one's the bottom middle?
like right above the NY. Like there's the 3 in the bottom, like right by the lip.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The middle one, it looks plastic.
I mean, don't a lot of hot dogs look like they're plastic?
The ones on the outside you can get away with. That one has way too much sheen.
Oh, I just like how there's 2 hot dogs above it that don't have a bun.
Yeah, I saw that one too. That's what tipped me off to AI. I was like, what is going on there? Are they trying to infringe on my double dog?
The fact that this is an AI generated image does not hinder my want to absolutely crush 15 hot dogs at a baseball game. So
See, this is why we all need to live in one place, because I want to go to baseball games together and absolutely crush some dogs.
But we're not moving to New York.
We don't have to.
No,
they have
but
hot
there's
dogs at
there's
every
places around
baseball
here.
stadium.
They don't
True.
have them quote unquote stuffed inside of a helmet.
Well, then just
Not
get a
yet.
helmet, bring it with you, buy some dogs, and stuff them in
they'll
there.
allow that. Hey,
They do.
hey,
You can take a helmet.
yeah, why wouldn't you take a glove? Why couldn't you take a helmet?
Actually,
look, can you just shove 15 hot dogs into this helmet for me? Thanks.
Austin,
Yeah, you had to pay for 15 hot dogs, but they'll probably do
a
it.
team not far from Michael and I in Spartanburg, South Carolina, it's not too far at least, they sell hot dogs in a helmet. So, problem solved. You don't have to move to New York, just
Wow,
move to
there
Charlotte.
you go.
There you go.
Do we have a picture of that? We should put that in there.
I could probably find it. Let me look it up.
Just move to Charlotte, because Lord knows you wouldn't move to Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yeah, why would you move there?
I would hope you wouldn't move to Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Just do what the Mets did and just chat GPT dogs in a helmet, Spartanburg logo.
Well, they are a.
No, I am curious. Are in the dog helmet for the Mets, are the logos upside down like they are in this picture?
I
then, like,
was wondering
Do
that.
you always have to
was
do you
bothering
always
me.
have to leave the helmet upside down
I
even
mean,
after you've emptied it of dogs?
So,
if-
no.
if this is anything like this, I feel like the logos are meant that way because like the bottom is flattened, so you could technically rest the helmet and it not fall over.
Yep.
So I'm assuming this is like a novelty holder. So it's like I could kind of see where you would want the logos not like a proper helmet. You would want them upside down for this instance. But the more I look at this
It
is
doesn't
just
have to stay
terrible.
upside down when there's no dogs in it. You could just flip it. You could display it right way up when there's no dogs in it.
That could be a plant pot
Why?
when it's done. It's got multiple
Yeah.
uses.
Yeah, you use that
Or a
for food
serving
later.
bowl.
You
Yeah,
put
there you go.
nachos and cheese in that
That's
afterwards.
the ultimate tailgate dish. Honestly,
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not against the idea of shoving food in a helmet. I'm all about that.
the
The more I look at this, the more my anti-AI senses are tingling because I'm like noticing things here and there. I'm like, they used AI. They're one of them. They've conformed.
So I'm having a hard time finding and get this. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast yet, but the team's name is the Hub City Spartanburgers. But I'm having a hard time finding their helmet meal. But I do know it's a thing because I've ordered it before. It comes with a burger and 2 hot dogs and a helmet. But their logos are not upside down. For one, the Braves also do a nacho helmet, which is fantastic because it's like a barbecue nacho helmet. Great. About any baseball stadium you go to, they're going to have some overpriced helmet-related meal. Now, $19.99 for 15 dogs and a helmet's kind of crazy.
There's no way that those are real. Like we got to nail down what size these dogs are, because there's no way that you can have just a normal, like think about a normal baseball helmet. You can't fit 15 hot dogs and buns in that. You might be able to get 7.
No, I
Well,
bet
that's
you
what I'm
could.
saying. This is not a normal helmet. I mean, and I don't know if that's because of this being a generated image, but they also say stuffed. These things are clearly like propped up on other hot dogs.
I can
So
see
it's not
13
stuffed.
dogs in
Well,
that
listen,
image.
maybe that's the cheat is not all of them have buns. Buns not guaranteed.
That's
Right.
You get.
I want
you
my
get
money
the hot
back.
dog.
I feel like they're infringing on my double dog territory, and I'm really mad.
there's no
I
double.
also want to
What?
ask the question. You said that the Spartan burgers have a hot dog and a helmet meal. Why don't they have a hamburger and a
Well,
helmet
it comes
meal?
with a burger and 2 hot dogs. Now, they do, however,
Oh.
have an entire like burger topping bar. Their burgers there are very good, actually. It should be because their mascot is a hamburger. But yeah, their burgers are really good. They have this like round topping bar that has virtually everything you can think of, like not excluding breakfast cereals. There's like Frosted Flakes and stuff. I have not tried Frosted Flakes on a burger, but every time I see them, I'm tempted. But yeah, they actually have really good burgers there. But they have good hot dogs too, because my wife is she prefers hot dogs over burgers, and she gets them every time. She always says they're good.
I feel like I'm working against myself here. If Roundabout were to have a food item, what would it be?
The double dog.
I know, I wanted to ask the question, and I already had that in my mind because it's already been there. But I'm wondering if we're like married to that.
I mean, we put a lot of stock into the double dog thus far.
Right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you
is
think you
we?
can come up with something cooler than the double dog,
what do you mean we? This podcast.
We as a
Who is we?
collective, asshole, stop trying to take credit.
Did you make a double dog?
Well,
Did you review the double dog?
I watched
Did you show the double dog?
You know,
look, we
Who
were all
is
there.
we?
Are you claiming sole ownership of the double dog?
I am not, but there was like we
sure
put a
sounds
lot
like
of
you're
stock in
trying
this.
to.
Sure sounds like it. This is a
wanna
hostile
make sure we
takeover.
give credit where credit's due.
Hostile
Austin is
takeover's
hostily taking over the double dog.
My double dog, yeah.
It's not your. Oh my god.
Calm down. I'm an adult. I don't have to react like this.
Right? Yeah, I don't have to react like this. I'm a grown man.
Everything's fine. I'm an adult.
You contribute to the double dog creation, and I will say we. But the fact that I'm the only one that's created it and tried it,
I believe it's
feel
because
like it's pretty obvious.
well, we were
that
all
it's my
under,
double dog.
under the understanding that you were the one volunteering to try the double dog for the Roundabout Productions group, Roundabout
No, we
Gaming, or
didn't.
whatever our
We
title
actually
is.
had a talk about how we were all going to do it, and then no one
Well,
did
but
it
you didn't,
except for me.
You didn't plan anything. You just showed up like, "Hey guys, I got one." Like you can't do that. You got to at least like let us know. Hey,
We
I'm gonna
had
make one
a
this afternoon.
conversation like 6 days before that podcast, how we were all going to build it and try it.
Do y'all remember this?
What do you mean?
Brittle, were
I do
you
remember
instructed
that.
to make a double
was
dog
not.
for that podcast?
I was not instructed to make a double dog for
Okay, I
the
didn't
podcast.
think so.
I
Why are
don't
you
remember having homework for this.
no,
but-
Why
Right.
are you asking Brittle, who doesn't remember what we talked about last week?
Well, because if I asked Michael, Brittle would not
Solid
have added
question.
his opinion. If I asked Brittle, Michael would add his opinion, which he did. So don't question my methods. They were right.
You know, he's onto something there, because that is exactly how it went down.
Fairly
My
argumentative
bad for
podcast
being-
we've got going here. isn't it?
My bad for being raised politely and not interjecting my opinion when someone else is talking.
I waited till you were done.
I felt it was a text conversation.
I remember just talking
What
about,
text?
generally talking about them. And we talked about like what toppings we would put on them in a podcast, but I don't ever remember planning to make them.
I swear to God, it was a discussion. How do you search on Discord?
Top right.
There's
There it is.
there's a search button up there. But while he's searing,
There's been no
Am I
podcast
insane?
discussion. It's just been us bickering for 25 minutes.
Am I insane? I felt we had.
well,
You
Yes.
hush over there.
regardless of
I asked if I'm insane, and my wife in the background was like, "Yes, you are."
Yes, you are.
yes, regardless of the result of where your question is going, yes, you are insane.
I swear to God, we had a conversation, and Mike's the one that pitched it. Should we all make the double dog and review it together?
I remember talking
To be
about
fair,
it
I
on
did-
the podcast when the
said-
double dog got brought up, but it was never a plan.
Yes.
Like we just mentioned, like, hey, this would be fun. We should, or maybe it was post podcast, but it was never a plan.
I'm reasonably confident I did say that on a podcast in regards to doing it at Extra Life.
No,
No,
we didn't put his shit back to Extra Life, did we?
That I believe that was what I was planning, was that we would do Extra Life, at Extra Life, we would do double dog building and taste testing.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is there was a conversation around this.
well,
And it's documented.
nobody's negated that fact.
Yeah, I did not come out of it with homework, I don't feel like. Other things we've pitched for Extra Life, launching sushi at Brittle,
Yep.
Yeah,
right.
still really hoping
and
that happens.
blind Heinz mixed condiment taste tests.
Ah, yes, Cranch.
Ranch, mayo must.
Welcome to the Roundabout Podcast Best of Foods episode.
Seriously. Hey, while we're on the topic of foods, I do have another question.
Go for it.
Before we just start going down memory lane about the best times we've talked about food.
Right? We've done what, 20, 30 of these episodes? Then we're already going back to the best of. What's your question, Michael?
What letter in the alphabet has the best food?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Because, like, my gut reaction when I first thought about this was O for Oreo. But then I couldn't really think of another, like, good O food.
Oranges?
Okay, I've got to ask.
I mean, they're good, but I wouldn't put them top tier. They're not, like, I don't love an orange as much as I love an Oreo.
How categorized is this food, right? Because there's 100 different types of pasta out there.
See, I was leaning towards P.
Yeah, that's my first thought is P is pasta, pizza, but like, is pasta which I guess every pasta has its own name. Linguine, spaghetti, fettuccine.
See, and when he said O, like I was thinking like, can you put in like, I guess like an omelet? Or would that have to go under E for egg?
Oh, see, I think it's the dish, right? So it would be an omelet. But then to Tyler's point, I think of it as spaghetti, not pasta.
Yeah.
True. As the dish.
I honestly, okay, if we're talking the dish, my guess is C because so many dishes start with chicken.
But is that
True.
the best? I'm not
we're
asking
talking
what letter
best?
has the most food. Yeah, what letter has the best food?
Guys, they call it S tier for a reason.
I was leaning towards S.
Steak, salad, shrimp. I
Yeah,
have more, I swear.
Sea bass.
Really?
Sea bass.
Salad?
Seafood in general.
Shrimp. Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
shrimp.
I know. I'm reminiscing. You said shrimp, and I was like, yeah, I could put shrimp above a lot of things.
Right?
Yeah.
No,
it's S for me.
What's a good S dessert?
Souffle.
Yeah, I was about to say souffle.
Oh,
You hit one of
yeah.
the most
You got me.
famous ones of all time.
Come on, man.
You got me with that one.
Sherbet.
I want to say F just because anything that starts with 5 cheese is going to make me drool.
French fries.
Oh, God.
See, I like C because you get cake, and I do love a
See,
good
I'm
cake.
not a big cake person in general. Like even just natural, like desserts.
What?
It's rare that I order desserts at a restaurant. It's actually funny that you bring up cake because my mom, we went to a little thing for my my brother's girlfriend the other day for her birthday, and my mom was like, "Do you want some cake?" And I was like, "Mama, you like I never even ate cake at my own birthday parties when I was like 6 and 7 years old. I'm just not a big cake person.
Absolutely
I'm a pie guy.
insane.
Give me
I actually had a wedding pie as opposed to a wedding cake.
I
kinda
respect
cool.
the hell out of
It's
that.
unique, yeah.
Actually, that's
I
cool.
like that.
That is cool.
See,
what was
and
your pie? Enlighten me, because now
Well, so
I love
yeah,
this.
I'm going to go into that because it's actually part of why I'm on board with the S, because my ideal meal, like what I do say to Mike's thing of what is the best food, my ideal meal is a steak with a sweet potato with a side salad, Caesar, and sweet potato pie. I had a sweet potato pie at my wedding.
It's
I
got to
love
be
sweet
S.
potato.
It's got to be S.
But
So
okay,
as
well
was
let's
That's a
gonna be my
compelling
pick.
argument.
let's not disregard P now though because he just added potato to it.
Sweet potato is a yam.
I
It's not a
understand-
potato.
no,
Calm
but-
down.
Well,
So it falls under Y?
yams and no. Yams and sweet potatoes are 2 different things.
Yam doesn't even.
What?
Yam
Yam-
identifies as a vowel sometimes. We don't
Yams
count
and
that
sweet
letter.
potatoes are 2 entirely different things. Very similar, but 2 different things.
Prove it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Prove it.
And
okay,
this is
Google.
our one
here-
episode Google search. Do not, if, I
Yams-
swear to God, if you say this is the Google AI,
I wasn't going to
I'm
say
already
that.
teed
It's,
up.
it's a website called www.thekitchen.com. Yams and sweet
trust it.
potatoes are distinct, unrelated tuber, T-U-B-E-R, tuber,
Uh-huh.
vegetables,
tubers.
with most yams in the U.S. supermarkets actually being soft, orange, fleshed sweet potatoes. I don't know if that means in America they're the same thing. I don't think that's what that means. But I'm trying to find more.
That actually didn't clear it up for
It
me.
didn't, did it?
That
That's
actually
what, yeah.
seemed to
Almost
Yams are a
tell me
psyop.
that I was right.
Everything says they're not the same thing, but in the US, soft-fleshed sweet potatoes are often mislabeled as yams. So maybe what you know or what we know as yams are virtually a type of sweet potato, but yams in themselves are not. Now I have more questions than I came in with.
The yam is a CIA psyop.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yep. That and birds. No one. All right.
No,
sorry, I'm still reading.
Sorry,
at
I
this
can't. I'm
point.
not arguing that. I can't argue that.
I think we've all kind of agreed on that one.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm mind boggled right now.
Okay.
This needs this
Boggle
whole
the rest
this
of our
whole on
minds.
episode. So I'm looking at a picture, and what's called a yam is what I picture as a sweet potato, orange inside. But what they have as a sweet potato looks almost like a standard potato with white on the inside.
Yeah, so I've heard that there is like different variations of sweet potato, and that's why I think what we in America have and we call a sweet potato is a yam, because there are like, and I think it's region based really, that there are like white sweet potatoes. One of my friends, she despises an orange sweet potato, but she likes the white sweet potato, and I don't remember what region they're from. Like I don't think they're American. I think they're like some kind of Asian. It's like an Asian sweet potato.
Well, follow up to
And she loves those.
my previous point. That's the only picture I've seen. Apparently that one is wrong because all the rest of them are showing the orange or brownish interior as actual sweet potatoes that are in the US labeled as yams, while the white interior are actually yams. They're originally from Africa and Asia. More so, and then sweet potatoes are like from South America originally, or generally speaking, at least. So
what you're telling me is we call sweet potatoes yams. So when I said yams are sweet potatoes and you corrected me, I was right.
You were not correct in calling them yams internationally,
You are correct.
to the best of your knowledge,
uninformed.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You were
so using the English language that we try to use. That's what
let's
we
not
refer
say
to
the
it
English
as. I'm
language.
correct?
Let's using the United States capitalist marketing system. They are yams. They are
We've
the
already
same thing.
established we're into uber capitalism around here, apparently. So
Nobody said anything about Uber capitalism. I don't know what you're on
you
about.
did.
No, pretty sure you did, Michael.
I was just trying to come up with
record.
I was just trying to come up with an equitable way that didn't involve war to pare down the number of states as countries.
Didn't involve war. That makes it a little more complicated, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Unless we just
because I could have just said,
ship
all
a
right,
few of them
it's
off.
50 countries, and then we all fight for the land.
Yeah, but you know that's what's going to happen because we're people, and people are idiots.
Yeah, but I didn't want to condone that.
I feel like
it's history.
what do you call the big saw?
Since the beginning of history, that's just the way people are. Before there was written words, there was cave drawings of people going to war with each other.
Yeah, humans always have liked to fight.
True.
Who's the pessimist now?
It's realist.
I
have
very
documented
thin
proof.
line between those two. It's very, very, very thin line
This
between a
glass is
realist
half
and a
empty.
pessimist.
This glass is half full. This glass has water in it.
It's the glasses. The glass is at the halfway mark.
Unbelievable.
I actually have. Speaking of conspiracy theories,
Ooh,
Oh,
I had this
boy.
thought the other day, and as y'all remember, last week I made the mistake of talking to my wife about something before bringing it to the podcast. I did that again. Because we know that I like my conspiracy theories and how we have constantly been saying how we don't believe in the flat earth.
Yeah.
And now I want to flip sides and I want to see if I can convince people that the earth is flat, and how both Christianity and I don't know if it's technically evolution that this fits under or what category, but basically Christian and non-Christian is, if you read the Bible, it says in the beginning the earth was formless and void, so it could have been flat. And
Wouldn't flat be a form?
Yeah, I was
though?
about to say, you kind of just negated yourself.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
void pretty well implies that there was nothing.
Right.
Well, so and so here you go further. So we know the Earth is round now. It could have been flat. It didn't have the form it has now. That was before God blew it up and made it round.
Before God blew up
It
the
was
earth.
formless. Yeah, he not blow up like it exploded, but he plumped it out. He made it round.
Blew it up like a balloon.
ball.
He blew it up like a balloon. God could do that.
I think flat is still a form, though. I think the point they're making is it didn't exist, and then it did exist. I don't think
It was
Otherwise,
here.
basically, it's saying
Technically, the Earth was formless and void, meaning it was here, and it is not in the form that it is now.
no, I don't think that's what formless means.
Why? All right, if you had a soccer ball, picture a soccer ball,
Yeah,
and you take all the air out of it,
yeah.
flat, right? And
Yes.
you would not say it has the form that it would regularly have with air in it. It is void of the air that inflates it.
But it has a form, that being a flat soccer ball.
Right.
Okay, so flat is a specific defined 2D or 3D shape characterized by having no curvature, depth, or vertical irregularity. Therefore, it is a form.
Ask your buddy Stanley about that one.
Who's Stanley?
Bruh.
Flat Stanley.
I thought
got
it was really. Thank
Did you ever do flat Stanley, Tyler?
I got it.
There's no way you didn't.
No, can't say I did.
Really?
Wow.
I still have mine.
What
Do
is
you
it?
actually?
I do.
Flat Stanley?
It was a school. Yeah, it was a school project that we did. God, I think I was in elementary school. You make like a flat version of yourself on paper, and then you I don't know. I sent mine with my grandparents because they were going to do cool shit. So like my flat Stanley has been to Yankee Stadium and has been on was it a cruise ship and had done all sorts of other
Oh,
shit.
that's
And they're
cool.
like it's all in a binder, like all the pictures and stuff that they took with it and all the info from it. Like they put it in a nice binder for me, like it's a school thing. But now, I still have it somewhere.
Okay, well, I've just now realized. No, I did not do that. I didn't know that was a thing. But I've just realized how messed up my brain is. The first thing I
It's
thought
coming
of
to that conclusion
But
now.
you know how it's not super uncommon for, I don't even know what age group they usually do it, but to have prison pen pals as kind of like a rehabilitation thing for them. Like that's not super common, but it does happen. My first thought was, what if a little kid sent their flat Stanley or flat whatever their name is to their prison pen pal? And their Stanley has been in a prison riot, an escape attempt, a guard lockdown.
Had prison wine.
You point me in the
guess.
direction of a school system that has adolescent children correspond with hardened criminals.
I guarantee
I know this
you
is
it
a
has
thing.
happened.
I know.
Also, I wouldn't say adolescent. I would say elementary age.
I
Right,
want.
Because I did mine in elementary.
I'm not denying it. I'm telling you to point me in the direction because I have words.
I feel like I've heard of this being a thing. I never did it, which I kind of wish I would have. That sounds like fun.
What? Send mail with a
A
prison
prison pen pal.
inmate?
Yeah.
Is that what you wish you'd done
That
that?
sounds fun.
I mean, you can. There's like a sign up you can
Okay,
do.
so the prison pen pals program. Apparently, this is a certified United States program. The U.S. Prison Pen Pals program is usually university students, so I don't think they were doing flat Stanleys.
Okay.
That sucks. But God, how much more
I
fun
like
does
where
it
your
sound like
head's
to have
at.
5-year-olds writing letters to murder convicts?
Sounds terrible. Good
I
lord.
bet you can convince one of them that the Earth was once flat.
Probably.
I don't think it'd take much effort.
I think y'all kind of didn't help me with this because it's not that I'm going to convince y'all that the Earth was once flat.
Huh?
It's other people.
No. I have zero issues with you just for the memes trying to convince people the Earth's flat. Like, I'm all for it. I'll watch it if you make a
Yeah.
YouTube series.
Well, and here's my other one, Pangea, right?
Convince them that it's not real, like it never happened.
No, that it is. And it was when the Earth was flat.
Oh,
And then as the Earth became round, that's when all of the continents broke
and
up.
dude, with this,
It was the inflation of the Earth happening, which broke up the land.
Let him cook.
Well, yeah,
Actually,
like,
hang
literally,
on a second.
all you have to say is the
See?
weight of the continents literally curved the Earth. People on
Wouldn't
YouTube
that
will
curve it
eat that
inward?
shit
yeah,
up.
wouldn't that curve it inward?
I feel like that would concave it, like
Right.
it would divvy it.
Earth
It
is a
would be
ball.
like-
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
you're
The
already
bowl
making
theory.
the wrong mistake to be a flat Earth YouTuber. You're thinking too much. Okay, so clear your mind. Think of the craziest, most outlandish shit you can find. Put it in a YouTube video. It'll get 1 million views, and people will be sending you charts of cargo ships sailing around the world and how the lines are straight.
See, my purpose of this is to actually trying convince, like the whole thought behind this was to convince flat earthers that they weren't exactly wrong, that it used to be flat and we're just hiding it, and that it is now round, and to try and see if I could amass a following of people who claim to be flat earthers that are now the earth was flat and get them on that kick and see where it goes. And I think my strongest suit is Pangea was there when the earth was flat. And then as the earth started forming and getting rounded, that's when the continents broke up. And that's why the continents are pretty much all on like one side of the earth, because they weren't able to spread all the way around.
I actually like that theory. That's like, it makes sense.
I know, right?
It makes sense because, like, when you draw, like, think of a flat balloon, right? If you like draw Sharpie on a balloon and then blow it up, the Sharpie breaks apart. It's no longer like a fluid line.
Right. Well, and you can actually go to the Pacific Ocean. If you go to like Google Earth and you go to the Pacific Ocean, you can actually get an angle where there is no land visible. And so all of the land is pretty much on like one side of, pretty much, not exact, but pretty much on one side of the earth.
Right.
And that's insane to me. So I feel like I got like something with this one. Obviously, I'm trying to get the Christian side too. I'm trying to hit as big of audience as possible. But I feel like I got the Pangea one is a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Persuasive enough to get someone to believe it.
I do think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something here.
I still don't believe in flat Earth, but
I think if you keep going,
let's establish that.
People.
Let's establish that and keep that. Like,
I don't know.
Let's be very clear here.
The track you're on, you might mess around and
I'm not trying to work against myself here.
How brittle are you?
How brittle are you?
It's my last name.
Just
Yeah,
go
it was
back
a
to
show we were going to make with you.
I know.
more of our bits.
We're not really with you as much as about you.
Starring.
Well, he's gonna be involved.
I'm aware.
No, he's integral. It's
right?
with him.
Got my name in it.
I ain't extending this to his brothers. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
I don't know. They may be more gullible than him.
Well, that would be cut. Then we'd have to rename it to Too Brittle.
Well,
Well,
three
there's three
brittle.
of them.
There's three of them.
I know.
There's three, actually.
TOO. Idiots.
Too brittle for you.
Yes,
Ooh,
I
maybe
got
we can do
that
a Fast
part,
and
but it
Furious
doesn't make sense that
franchise.
there's three of them and you're making a pun off of two.
Chowderheads.
It's 3 times as brittle, so it's too brittle of a podcast.
See, to me, that only works if there were only two brittles, but
Right.
there's three of
Yeah,
them,
but
so you
there's
need to
three.
find a pun off of three.
Why?
Because
you're-
numbers.
You're being willfully stubborn again, Sutter.
He's doing it.
No,
He's doing
I
the
feel
thing
like
again.
if you spell it right, it's
I feel
fine.
like also Michael using your middle name is like your mom, or your last name is like your mom using your middle name. It felt dangerous.
No. So I think we've actually talked about this on the podcast. I wasn't called Austin until I was like 20,
Oh well.
because in my school there was 2 other Austins in my grade, and then I played sports, and up until I think high school there was an Austin on my soccer team of every team I was on. So I always went by my last name. And then when I was 20, someone called me Austin and it felt weird. I was like, no one calls me Austin. My wife, like into us dating, would call me Sudeth.
First of all, sir, who the
That's-
fuck do you think you are calling me that?
Yeah, like she called me Sudeth all the time. We started dating, and then she started calling me Austin. She goes, this feels weird. Like, so even my wife, and it's like the only reason she stopped, because if we got married, which we did, she would be a Sudeth too. She's like, I don't know if I can call myself my last name. So she started calling me Austin.
Would she be Sudeth TWO?
Yes. She actually still, to like some of her friends who were like our high school friends, still refers to me as Sudeth. Like, and they still refer to me as Sudeth.
I've got the same thing. People, yeah, I've got friends who address me by my last name from childhood,
do.
actually.
I do, because that's how you were introduced to me. Like, hey, this is Brittle. And I'm like, okay, his name's Brittle. And then like 3 months later, they're like, people start calling you Hunter. I'm like, who the hell is Hunter?
Who the hell is Hunter?
Y'all told me he was Brittle. Why are you changing his name now?
Someone
Right.
has
No,
lied to me.
Yeah. There was, listen, when I joined the iRacing League, there was already another Hunter. And I was like, well, I haven't been, and I was just after the military, so I haven't been going by my first name for the last 4 years anyway. Might as well keep it up.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
You're my brother.
You're my brother.
You're my brother.
We can't play that clip.
Why
can't we?
I'm not set up to play it. But yeah.
Aw.
not on the podcast. That's a
I
stream
don't think it get us
clip.
taken down, but
No.
yeah, this is not a soundboard kind of podcast.
That's fair. That's a
Because otherwise I would start getting way carried away.
to come full circle on this entire episode.
Is that a flat circle or a round? Okay, never mind.
I just said full circle.
I know.
The guy who was stealing the trading cards
Yeah.
faces up to 90 years in prison if convicted on all
That's
accounts.
what I needed. That's what I was looking for.
90 years
People
for
go to
trading
prison for less
cards.
than that for manslaughter.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, he did it at Target, and now he has a target on his back.
Nice.
Accused of committing 75 thefts at multiple targets
Right?
over the span of 7 months.
At
I
what
saw a
point do you just get a
headline.
check card? Like your seventh one's free, right? Like at what point do they start doing that?
And knock it down. Like, we're
Right.
only charging you for 63 of these.
Let me tell you something. The Florida State Patrol does not operate like how your ice cream stand does. The seventh one ain't free.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's usually your last if you get to that point.
See, it's funny that it is Target because I did see a headline, I think about 2 weeks ago, that there was this woman who was stealing from Target, and then they knew that she was stealing. And so they continued to let her steal until she stole $3,000 so they could then charge her for
That's
a felony.
genius.
And so when you're like, this is Target, and going on to that, I was like, man, Target is out to get their shoplifters.
That's 40
Yeah, they
chess
are.
right there is what that
That
is.
is. They're
Mad
like, yeah, you just-
respect.
Yeah, we know, but you keep doing it so we can charge you with a felony.
So a car lot I used to work at was right next to a Lowe's. And a couple times this guy came by and basically would try to sell us stuff that we were pretty confident that he had just stolen from Lowe's, because he would bring something over in like a brand new box walking from the direction of Lowe's and be like, hey, I'll sell you this whatever it is. One time it was like a little TIG welder or something like that. You know, like I'll sell you this for virtually half the price of what it would be brand new. So both times the owner of the car lot was like, no, I'm not going to buy that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's stolen. He's like, what's it matter if it's stolen? Like, he didn't hide it. Right?
That means it's stolen.
And so both times though, we called Lowe's and we're like, hey, this guy, we see him walking by here all the time. I'm sure y'all know who he is. He's stealing stuff and he's trying to sell it to us. Well, the Lowe's person told the owner of the car lot, well, our policy, or Lowe's policy as a whole, is we can't stop them if it's less than, like, I think it was like $1,000 or something like that. So if it's less than $1,000, they literally just let them walk out the door. They're like, the employees are not even allowed to try to stop them, call the cops, anything. Like, they just let them go. So when my boss man found that out, he was like, well, if they're not going to do nothing about it, next time that guy comes by, tell him to let me know anytime he's got something for sale. I'm going to get me a discount.
Understandable.
He said, if they're not going to do anything about it, heck, I'll just buy it. Why not?
That's the correct.
Because,
And yeah, that's what you do.
yeah, it's just, but that's mind-boggling to me that, and I get that from a legal standpoint, it's probably not even worth it at that point. The retainer for an attorney is going to be $1,000 just to handle that. So if you're not like a Walmart with your own legal team, probably not worth it.
I would think Lowe's would have their own legal team, though. But I guess that would be
They
like
very well
corporate
may.
Lowe's.
I don't know,
So,
but
I mean, they're not.
That's another.
They're not sending
read.
attorneys out for every shoplifting case. They'd never sleep.
I'm still not convinced that I didn't buy stolen couches. When we bought this house and did a ton of renovation to it, like $40,000 of renovation. And so it took us months and months. Like, my dad did this thing where he bought it and then we spent all the renovation and then we just bought it off of him. But while we were renovating it one day, this big 18-wheeler drives down our street and pulls up, and the guy goes, oh, I see you're renovating. Do you need a couch set? I was like, well, yeah, we do, but we're just kind of like not at that phase yet. And the guy he says, Well, we have this truckload of couches that were overbought by a furniture store, and I have to offload them. Like my boss will charge me if they're still on my truck when we get back to headquarters. So we're offering them at a discount if you want to like find a set that you like and buy. And he had like the catalog for, I don't remember what furniture store it was. And he goes, you pick out which one you want and we'll see if we have it. And I mean, like a full 18-wheeler just stacked with furniture, and found one, bought it. We use that furniture to this day. I looked at the price like online for that furniture set from that furniture store. And sure enough, I got it for like 40% of what they were charging. And I still don't know if that guy was legit or not.
Yeah, it could go either way. We actually have like whole warehouses like that here where it's just like over orders, or sometimes it's even like the box it was shipped in, not even the item itself, but like the box it was shipped in was nicked. And the store decides we can't sell it. So they offload it to one of these warehouses, or you can get a license to be a private dealer for these kind of things. Like, so it could have been legit or it could have been stolen.
Right.
It legitimately could go either way because both of those things happen, right?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, if you know my street, which none of you do, my road is probably not even 20 houses down, like all the way. There's a intersection that goes over to another road that is 20 houses down, and that's my neighborhood. There's like 40 houses in my neighborhood with only one way to turn around. And the fact that this dude is just driving down the road with an 18-wheeler full of furniture, like, why did you just happen to come down this street at this time? I don't know. Like, the more I think about it, the weirder it gets. But at the same time, we're like, that's very fortunate for us that we paid so little for this whole furniture. Because, I mean, it's a love seat, a full couch, and a rocking chair. And it's all like steel based. So, it's sturdy and the leather has held up all this time that it still looks fantastic. And I'm like, I don't know if this was legit or not.
I think the statute of limitations is up. You got furniture for 40%.
I sure did.
It makes a fun story, I'll tell you that. And that's one of those things that's believable enough, that it could be true. Because like Michael said, with the warehouses and stuff like that, I've never heard of just people unloading it off of trucks straight to in front of houses. But hey,
oh yeah, I mean that's the thing. It was like obviously in the boxes. It was still in their original boxes. Pulled all of the sets out and just set it in our house while we were still renovating.
That's pretty crazy.
And then was able to just unload it. And I was like, we might have gotten ripped off, but when I opened it up and saw that it was all like legit nice furniture, I was like, okay, a win for me, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it works, and it's like the guys who used to go door to door selling steaks, right? And it was the exact same pitch. If I go back, and with any steaks left on my truck, my boss is going to be pissed, right? Like that used to be the old sales pitch, even back then. Or guys selling speakers out of the trunk of their car, right? I mean, that's not a new sales model. And again, it goes back to sometimes it's legit and sometimes it's stolen. And,
right.
Hey, it
not my problem.
Like Brittle said, not your problem anymore.
Yeah. I've got one along those lines, but it's not necessarily stolen. So my dad drives tractor trailer up in Virginia, and he was coming back through an area on top of the Blue Ridge Mountains that has like it's one road in particular that has a whole bunch of breweries and distilleries just in a line. Basically, it's a tourist thing. Like, you basically run the gauntlet of breweries. It's a really nice setup right on top of a mountain, nice views, everything. But he took his growlers with him because he knew on this delivery, because he knew that he'd be driving back through there, and he's like, well, I'll just stop at this brewery and get my growlers filled up. And so he goes in there and somehow winds up talking to somebody, and they said that they have these pallets of misfilled bottles of beer. And they said, we got to just get rid of it. And he said, well, I got this tractor trailer. I'll take it. And so I got home from school that day to 2 pallet loads of beer that were taller than me sitting in the garage. I have no idea how it got there. It just appeared, and that was his story. And
Did
it
your
was
dad.
I really
have a
wish
drinking problem.
no.
Hold on. Does he now?
No. He got a lot of
Are we
friends.
now hearing the origin story?
He got a lot of friends out of that.
I was about to say, like, he might not have beforehand, but what's his drinking
No.
issues now?
I mean, it took forever to get rid of all that stuff, but it was just impressive, like the sheer amount of beer. It was all misfills and but it was still packaged as if it was going to be sold. But I come home from school one day and there's no car in the garage. It's now beer. It's all beer.
Yeah, I have one that is similar to that, but not as grand. I had a friend who worked at a liquor store, and she had a guy purchase, like, I like all types of liquor. Like, I haven't really found one that I'm like, I'm avoiding it. But one that I really like is sake. And she knows this. And she had a guy purchase this kind, like, it used to be expensive. Now it's very common sake in the States. That he had bought 3 cases of it, purchased it in advance, put the money up front. They special ordered it for him. And on the way to it being delivered to the store, the guy was in a car wreck and died.
Goodness gracious.
And she calls me. She's like, hey, I know you like sake. This is already technically purchased, but we can't get rid of it. Like, we can't hand it over for free because we'll get in trouble. Will you buy it at like a steep discount? And I was like, absolutely. At the time, that bottle of sake, which was like 500 milliliter bottle, went for like $35. She sold like every single one of them to me for like $4. So I bought like 6 bottles of it. So I'm not just going to buy a shit ton and then a story comes out of how I'm a drunk. And so I was like, I'll buy 6 of these. And she was like, okay, can you buy more? I was like, can you just hold it for me for like several months before I try and drink all of this and have a problem? And she ultimately was able to, like, they worked out a deal with someone else because, like, the thing, they already had it paid for. And we're not going to resell it and double dip. We'll get in trouble, but we also can't just give it away. And so they worked out a deal with like another liquor store where they were able to sell it. Like, did like a trade with them. But before they did, it was like 90% discount on this on like 6 bottles of this sake. And every now and then I'd be like, hey, what are the prices on that? And because I started buying it from them, they started stocking it in their store.
So I like sake, but I will say I'm no expert on astral projection. But if I was ever going to try it, it would be after I drank the sake that the guy that was hauling it died. I don't know if the laws of transference work like that, but well, I mean, but does anybody really know how astral projection works? Let's be honest.
Brittle does.
That's fair.
Noted astral projection expert, frequent over here.
That's like every couple weeks.
Yeah, but I can't go into it. It's like a magician's trick. Like, you can only reveal your tricks to people who also astral project.
Well, it's also
gets
probably
kicked out of
that
the
we would
club
have to
if he
release our podcast on a different platform than we do currently if we talked about that. But
Penn and Teller come by and disprove it.
what a great combo, Penn and Teller.
Absolutely insane combo. But
You know what else is a great combo? Us and not knowing how to end a podcast.
That is
Thank
so
you
fair.
for listening to this episode. This was episode 37 of the Roundabout Podcast. Please come talk to us. Let us
we're
know
lonely.
Yeah, we are lonely. We have the 4 of us, and yeah, you've heard how that goes. Let us know if you want us to be more frantic and stirred up. Let us know if you do you think it's summer now? This will be coming out on March 16th. So that will sway it a little bit more than when we're recording. Not by much, but it will. Let us know what you think of 15 dogs in a helmet. That's still can't. I'm looking at the image right now and I'm still mad.
15 hot dogs. 15 hot dogs.
I want to do it. Let's, I guess, Tyler, let's find a baseball game, dude.
Yeah.
Since these
You're
two
going to
idiots
ask
don't.
them to stuff 15 hot dogs in a helmet?
Well, no, apparently we'll just go down Spartanburg.
Yeah.
I know, but
I mean, we may not get 15.
No, they don't have 15. They've got
maybe
2 in a helmet, and it's a small helmet. They also sell Dippin' Dots in a helmet. Not that helps us any in our venture here, but I have one of those little helmets.
No, but that is compelling.
That's a little
Right.
tiny
Can you
helmet,
ask
though.
them to get a helmet and stuff 15 dogs in it and then take a picture and see how it compares to this picture? Like, do you think you could actually get them in there without them being squished?
I think if you pull all the padding out,
I feel like if we hit their social media manager with a challenge and say, listen to what the Mets are doing, are you going to let them get away with that?
I bet this is all just a lie, and it's not actually a full helmet. You know, so we all know the Dippin' Dots helmets. I bet you it's just 15 pigs in a blanket in a Dippin' Dots helmet.
Oh, I hope not.
well, I wasn't going to say it until after the podcast, but being you said it's a lie, I actually, in trying to find more about it, found out it is actually not true. That was not.
We got
It's
to
not
record.
the Mets
We
aren't
got to
actually doing
record
it.
an entire whole episode
well.
again. Now this is all
All
a
right,
moot point.
scrap this. Thank you, Craig. Let's start over.
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I mean, you showed me that image and immediately my AI senses tingled and here it is.
Michael got.
I didn't know how deep it ran, but we're here.
We've been.
I mean, just because it was AI didn't mean it wasn't actually happening, because let's be honest, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past baseball teams to just make an AI image to promote their thing. But yeah, apparently it was just a fan-made thing that went viral, and the Mets aren't actually doing this, but disappointing.
I need to go lay down.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I don't even remember what I was going to say next in this podcast.
Take us
What
out,
kind
son.
of- I don't know what else you want to talk to us about, but you can find something to talk to us about. Check us out at YouTube, Twitter, and Blue Sky. That's Roundabout Gaming. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. We might upload this fake Ultra AI generated post on Instagram and Facebook at Roundabout Pro. Check out our streams. We stream every Friday. Mostly. Have we skipped Friday? I think we skipped like one.
Not lately.
But
That's
Not
what we've
lately.
been pretty
We're on it.
consistent. Yeah.
since the
Pretty
beginning of the year, we've been there every Friday. Every now and then, like I say, we sprinkle one on Tuesday. Probably not going to be there this coming Tuesday, but that's fine. But that is on Twitch at Roundabout Pro, and once again, YouTube at Roundabout Gaming. Come chat with us. Come talk with us. We have, as we have said, I don't know if we talked about it this episode, but we had a really big turnout of our last stream where we played iRacing Arcade. Fun group game, and we were able to include a lot of the people who were in our stream with us with that game. So come race with us. It's a lot of fun. I think we had 12 people Friday, all racing blast. So come check us out. If we're playing a game that you can join, we'll probably let you join. But like, subscribe, once again, comment, let us know what your thoughts about anything we spoke about today. Let me know if you too realize that the earth was once flat and it is now shaped out, and that's why the continents are separated like they are. But thank you, and y'all have a lovely day.
Bye.
Goodbye.